What is the felt need to talk about rebuilding temples at this point? Is there any empirical evidence to suggest that specific temples were demolished? Has the temple rebuilding issue been dished out as an opium to distract the people?
The details of the 20 crores which has been kept in the budget, the government will come up with which area and which temples or which part they intend to do. That will come out in the public domain very soon.
Okay, we'll wait for that.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think that will clear all that doubts. But intention was never to actually, has never talked about any other religion or any other community. It is purely about some temples which have been destroyed, and it may have some historic importance. See, we have so many historic monuments here, religious structures which are of national, international importance. We have the old Goa, where it is you see for the exposition or for the feast, we have pilgrimage and people coming from all over the world. So we should support, or the government should fund and take care of such areas. So I don't think it is anywhere against any other community.
I'm okay with kind of developing temples. Though they can all develop human beings perhaps, but I'm still at raising the question, what type of developmental index or indices we will talk about. There is GDP where it is fitting, HDI, Human Development Index,
Right.
or we talk about IWI, Inclusive Wealth Index. How are we going to grow as Goans when we are looking back at temples or monuments or sites of past heritage? So will that help us to grow? Are there no other urgent important matters? Like what comes to my mind straight away is our bridge there, which was built so recently, and we have potholes, and Madras IIT is studying it.
Utterances of development as mere illusion. And this game of playing this card is distraction.
Why do you feel so?
I feel it's distraction because you keep the people enamored with that. It's like the opium which will keep you busy, and this side you have no development. You look at it. We don't have to be, we don't have to put every day out in Facebook and all. The roads are not in good condition. The gutters are not being cleaned. There's flooding everywhere. Works are not being completed on time. Contractors are not being paid. People are not being paid their salaries on time. You talk about DSS, Ladli Lakshmi and DDSYS. Are those payments being made on time? For 1 year, 2 years, people have not been paid.
CM was very clear, and now even the official spokesman is also talking about it. But they are talking about building at the sites where the Portuguese had destroyed temples. But then it is confusing. I'm unable to relate. And then there is a reason.
Yeah, my point being, where are those sites? My only contention is that. Where are those sites?
I'm specifically talking about the same thing.
Yes.
In Goa, except for one site, that is the earlier Vijay Durga temple at Kortalim. Other than that particular site which is in question, there are no other sites where the temples were destroyed, and no temples have been rebuilt as of now. Because other sites where the temples were destroyed, those temples have been rebuilt over the period of time, and these temples are existing there.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.